Okay, so a bit about me first. I'm a Bachelor of Arts student and I'm majoring in human geography and the environment. The placement organisation I was with is the Alternative Futures Research Hub. According to the website, it's a community participatory research initiative that intends to explore, develop and promote collaborative research projects focused on building new socio-ecological and economic systems in Australia. And one of the principles it's based on is of decarbonisation, decapitalisation, degrowth, decolonisation, and deep democratisation of social institutions. So AFR Hub was created by collaboration between UON Alternative Futures Research Network and New Economy Network Australia. And my placement supervisor was Dr. S.A. Hamid Hosseini, and he's also the convener of AFR Hub and one of the lead investigators of the Reimagining Quality of Life project. I'll introduce the project a little bit. So the Mixed Method project aims to expand our current understandings of quality of life and well-being by hearing from the voices of transformative initiatives. So we define that through the influential political, economic, and civil societal initiatives and movements that proactively envision alternative modes of living to neoliberal capitalism by valuing life above money power, promoting conviviality and care, equitability, and sustainability. A secondary goal of the project has been to facilitate collaboration and expand networks by creating a national directory of these transformative initiatives within Australia. So the question arises of why are we doing this? Why we imagine quality of life? Being able to expand our understanding of quality of life beyond ideas of capital, carbon, constant growth, and consumerism can help us build a foundation for creating more socially just and ecologically sustainable alternatives to currently unjust and unsustainable socioeconomic systems and ways of living. My role in the project revolved around two main areas. We have a survey of transformative initiatives in Australia and a set of semi-structured interviews of representatives from selected initiatives. So throughout the placement, I contributed to the project through tasks involving research, data entry, and collection and analysis, communicating with participants and working closely with the investigators, including Hamed, also Associate Professor Daniela Heil, Dr. Chris Crow, Molly as well, and learning a lot about scheduling and time management too through that. Specifically, some tasks I did. I identified relevant North American transformative initiatives and compiled information such as their contact details, key members, locations, and social media accounts into an Excel sheet directory. And I conducted in-depth online investigations of selected initiatives in order to predict and simulate survey responses in instances where the initiatives were non-responsive. These particular tasks, the process of identifying and investigating these initiatives required and further developed my prior knowledge from the course SOCA 2400, Future Societies Beyond Capitalist Globalization. I also conducted in-depth online data collection to find a variety of contact details for key members, in addition to other information, for over 70 Australian initiatives, which were also compiled in an Excel spreadsheet directory. I liaised with participants and researchers through email and used online polling software to organise suitable times for interviews to take place. And I've also had the pleasure of, I've silently observed one interview and I'm planning to hopefully be able to observe a few more as well. So these activities have directly contributed to the survey and interview phases of the project. And it's helped me to develop data collection, entry, professional communication, and appointment scheduling skills, along with all sorts of things, as we mentioned before, like adaptability and flexibility. Positive aspects of the placement included that I really enjoyed learning more about the process of conducting a real-world social research project, and I enjoyed the process of learning new and challenging skills and improving over time. I felt rewarded to have contributed to a field I'm passionate about, to have gained experience in skills that are transferable to roles in both academia and other fields of work, and to have networked with a variety of academics and develop supportive professional relationships. There were challenges. Some tasks felt tedious or were difficult to learn at first. So I started to get worried that maybe I wasn't contributing well enough. But over time, I found I improved at the skills and I felt motivated to return to those previous tasks with the new knowledge I gained. Communicating online in these times can feel frustrating and confusing. So in order to deal with that, I tried to avoid miscommunication by actively seeking clarification and asking questions during meetings. And through this, I also learned how to just organize my emails a lot more effectively, which I think is just a really useful skill. So the nature of the project has meant that the workload was irregular and dependent on when participants would respond. So that has meant that the busiest time has been during our peak assessment period. So that's really helped me to develop time management and planning skills, and being able to clearly communicate with the investigators has helped to make sure that we're all in touch about our different responsibilities and what we're able to do at different times. Outcomes of my work. For the actual project, my work to collect a great deal of organizational contact details enabled the survey to reach more email addresses and thus more potential respondents. This is super important due to the general trend of low survey response rates. My contribution to scheduling and liaising was significant and meant that interviews could be promptly organized in spite of time constraints, conflicting schedules. And my work to begin a new directory of North American organizations and to simulate the survey responses of non-responsive initiatives has provided a basis for ongoing data collection and research. For me, my experiences contributed to a growing knowledge of the transformative forces that are in Australia and helped me to understand the diverse grassroots career opportunities that are outside of the academic sphere as well. There are definitely connections to my program. The diverse research and critical thinking skills are highly relevant to just the overall aims of the Bachelor of Arts. As for my major, Human Geography and the Environment, the overall aim of AFR Hub to highlight non-Western and post-capitalist perspectives as a basis for socially just and ecologically sustainable futures is strongly connected to environmental studies, where we often look at issues like climate change through the lens of requiring social, cultural, economic, and political change. And the actual project itself relates to human geography as well, as it explores how transformative initiatives spanning geographic, cultural, and ideological backgrounds understand how social, economic, political, and environmental aspects relate to quality of life. So my career plans to be involved in research and university level teaching now have a greater focus on collaboration with grassroots movements, local community organizations, and other transformative initiatives to help strengthen and expand those networks. The placement has furthered my development in a range of useful academic and professional skills that are beneficial to my personal career goals, but they can also open up job opportunities in a range of fields not strictly limited to academia as well. And connections made through placement with various academics have opened up opportunities for potential future mentors, research supervisors, and topics for honours or postgraduate study. So this has clear benefit for my learning and career development as well. So AFR Hub as a host organisation, I really enjoyed the placement. I felt very supported during the process, as we had regular communication through Zoom and email with my supervisor and also other investigators as well. I felt they were really approachable and they acknowledged the worth of my contributions, and but they also actively sought my input as well, which I really appreciated. And the tasks themselves felt super suitable for my ability level, but there was room there to challenge me and to improve my skills and expand my experience. And so I'm here at my final summary. Overall, I think the work of AFR Hub is really significant and important, very positive and supported experience. I think I developed lots of useful skills and I felt my contributions were worthwhile, and special thanks to Dr. Hamed, who supported me a lot through this, but also acted as a mentor before my placement as well. Thank you. Yeah.